What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live Champions League watch-along. Champions League Wednesday, people, and this is a real heavyweight clash. Petrol against oil, Manchester City against Paris Saint-Germain. You know, this is a real money machine game and, you know, a battle of the heavyweights. We all know PSG have got that front three. You know, have we ever seen a more talented front three in club football in terms of individual brilliance? But it hasn't quite, you know, massively kicked off yet as a trio against Manchester City, of course. Pep Guardiola, rated by many as the greatest manager of the modern generation, that's for sure. You know, I would have actually probably liked to have seen Messi as a Manchester City player. You know, in the City team, even though it would have mashed up the Premier League, I can't lie. But hey, it is what it is, people. People saying no intro. Did the intro not play? I played the intro. Did it not show up? Nah, we can't have that. People saying, where was the intro? No, what happened? Did it not show up when I played it, people? I don't know what happened there. Let me see what it was doing, man. It can't be doing that. That intro, you know, we've been through a lot for that intro. You know, we ain't about to come in with no intro. Let me see what happened. See, when I had it, see, I've just rewound it. It's playing when I had it, people. Maybe some of you, when you, yeah, some people saying they saw the intro. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's doing. Some people saying it didn't show up. Some people saying they saw it. What can you do, people? I did play it. Man said play it again. Nah, we can't. Nah, not really. Don't get me started again. I played it about 3 times yesterday as well. But anyway, people, we're big up to everyone for tuning in. Big game Wednesday night. Make sure you lick down that like button. Richard said I just appeared. Only 3 seconds. Hey, YouTube, man. I don't know what they're doing here. Yeah, you drew me out, man. You know what I mean? You're asking me to play it again. I can't help it. But hey, mine went straight into you talking. But we're here anyway. It doesn't matter whether you saw the intro or not. You know what time it is, people. Wednesday, Champions League. Like I said, for all the gooners in the chat, just because we are not in the Champions League does not mean we are invited to the party. We are in this party in full effect, people. And tonight, PSG against Manchester City. Like I said, petrol against oil settings, people. And the money machines will be out in force. Let's talk about the teams, and then we will, you know, we will discuss who we think is going to win, and give me your score predictions and so on and so forth. Snake Eyes, yo, I need to find out the track. A lot of people ask me the name of it. I don't even know the name of it. I will get it. I will get it, people. Manchester City team. Ederson in goal. Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Diaz and Cancelo. Great back four, you know, Laporte or Stones is probably the only decision that Pep has to make in terms of that back four. The midfield, Gundogan, Rodri and Zinchenko. That's a bit of a surprise. Zinchenko comes into the midfield. You know, he's played a lot of his time at left back. And this time he plays in midfield. I know he is a natural midfielder. Man said how much for the pull-up, eh? Some things are priceless, my friend. Some things are priceless. But yeah, Zinchenko comes into midfield. And then the front three, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, I told you, people, you know, a lot of Arsenal fans saying if we can get him to Arsenal, they wouldn't take him. I would always take him. Liverbird, hey, relax, man. We've had a tough few days. And you're still coming in with this Liverpool energy. Go easy on us, man. You've already won the fight. You've already won the fight. You know when a boxer wins the fight, you relax, you shake hands, you know what I mean, all the smack talk. This brother's knocked us out and still talking smack. Liverbird Live says, big up Curtis, hopefully you'll be watching them Thursday Conference League vibes next season. Yo, there's just no need for that, is there? Leave us alone, man. You know what I mean? Leave us, man. Sterling linked to Barca. Barca ain't got no dough, man. They're broke, man. Sterling to Arsenal, I'm telling you, people. Fat Frank said, don't rate Sterling. Reminds me of Iwobi with his lack of end product. Oh, man, Fat Frank, you lot are hard to please, innit, man? No one don't want Sterling at Arsenal, man. We'll leave it. Rion James said, Curtis, do a reaction video to KSI done a training drill with Arteta, and they looked confused. Must be the same with the team. He's definitely the type to stop and pull things back. I saw his video that he did with Billy from F2. I saw that one, but I haven't seen the one with KSI, so I'll have to watch that. I got a few things to catch up on YouTube. I'm going to watch the Arsene Wenger movie tonight. I also need to watch the Ian Wright interview with Arsene Wenger as well. Craig said, big up Curtis, City want 50 million for Sterling. Peanuts, mate. Peanuts for a guy of that quality, I'm telling you. But he'd be the best winger at Arsenal, straight away. Anthony or Sterling, I do like that Anthony brother, I can't lie. At Ajax, he's a baller. I mean, I just seen a crazy stat about, is it Sebastian Haller, the guy at Ajax? This brother is an absolute goal machine in the Champions League. Sebastian Haller has scored more goals in his first 5 Champions League games than any player in the history of the competition. This is a brother who West Ham dashed out of it. You know what I mean? This guy was considered a huge flop at West Ham. 9 goals in 5 games in the Champions League. And 2 assists. 9 goals and 2 assists in 5 games. It's crazy, isn't it, people? Now, what would most Arsenal fans have said if we went and signed Haller from West Brom? From West Ham, sorry. Don't get me wrong. Maybe he's not ready for the Premier League. But listen, listen, football's all about opinions. If Sterling was available for 50 million and I'm Arsenal, I would snap that up. TM101, heard you on TalkSport the other day. Congrats, my GA. Big up to you, bro. Appreciate that. Ten Hag tax, though. Quality manager. What are you saying? Arteta will ruin these, man. 11 goal contributions in 5 games. Yeah, Ten Hag getting the very, very best out of him. Shamba said, Big C, instead of Sterling, get Basuma. Why not get both? You know, we need the centre midfielder, and we probably need a goal-scoring winger. Why Sterling? Last big payday. I mean, he's only 26, bro. He's still got plenty of time, man. Do you know what I mean? Liverbird said, my guy, we've got a top up and coming centre mid. You should buy off, as his name is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Doubt you've heard of him. He's a baller. 25. Listen, you can keep him. Although he did play well against us the other day. I can't lie. But you know that Ox is not, long term he ain't going to get too much game time at Liverpool. I can't lie. Atmosphere at the Etihad looking surprisingly all right. It must be the PSG Ultras, man. You know what I mean? I don't know about the Etihad atmosphere. I've been there a few times. I've never heard it rocking that much. Sai said, big up Curtis. In Ian Wright's interview with Wenger, he said the most underrated player he ever coached was Gilberto. The invisible wall, man. What a player. Rashawn said, Foot Champs qualifiers are kicking me down right now. Minor setback for a major comeback. That's got to be the worst thing they've ever invented on FIFA. Anyone who plays FIFA or Ultimate Team, you go for all that grind, get 2,000 points, and then you have to, play Foot Champs qualifiers. It's madness. Manchester City, ironically enough, just to put things into perspective, they've only got 8 players on the bench out of a possible 12 that you can name in the Champions League. PSG have named all 12. I don't know. I don't quite understand that. Have Manchester City not got a big enough squad? Their bench is Carson, Stefan, Laporte, Ake, Fernandinho, McAtee, Palmer, and Gabriel Jesus. No Grealish, no Foden, no Kevin De Bruyne. So they've got a few players missing. Let's talk about the PSG team, people. Wenger movie is on Amazon and I believe Sky Store. I think it's $5.99 to watch it, apparently. Kroenke just settled dispute with NFL and St. Louis. It has to pay $790 million. Just came out in the news. Has he actually been has that been announced that he got to pay that? I heard they were trying to make him. But I'm going to check. Wow. Unbelievable. But that is that's hey, big up to you, AS45. That's breaking news, people. Let me retweet that. There you go. You know what we're going to be talking about on tomorrow's show. Big up to you. Stan Kroenke has been ordered to pay the dough. The NFL has agreed to pay St. Louis $790 million to settle a 4-year dispute over the decision to move the Rams to Los Angeles in 2016 The team's owner, Stan Kroenke, is expected to pay the full amount. Wow. Breaking news. We might end this stream. I might have to do Arsenal therapy. 790 million. I mean, people saying that's peanuts to Kroenke, but it's nearly $1 billion, man. It's got to have some sort of effect on him. Listen, I'm hoping he sells Arsenal, man. Sell Arsenal, get your bread, man. Daniel Ek, where you at? Daniel Ek, where are you at? Come and buy this guy right now. He's got 790 million to pay out. Breaking news, but hey, maybe he sells. Maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel. Kroenke to sell Arsenal to the Qataris in the summer to help pay off the 790 million. Man said Kroenke will just write that check. What are you saying? No problem. Has no effect on him. Let me put Xhaka mode on. Let's get Xhaka mode on again. It's only right, innit? You know what I'm saying? If you're putting comments in, they deserve to be looked at. Let's go Xhaka mode, people. Wow, Stan Kroenke, 790 million. I mean, is that big news? I don't know. Here for another therapy. We might just end this stream now and do Arsenal therapy. Forget this, you know. Nah, listen. That's good. Gives me some content to speak about tomorrow. I need to hear a little bit about the fallout of that. Will that affect him? Will that possibly make him need to sell the club? Or is that just pocket change to him and he just writes the check and keeps it moving? Evening all. Kroenke is a crook. Let's talk about the PSG team. Navas in goal. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe and Mendes. Still no Sergio Ramos, although he is on the bench. Idrissa Gana Gueye, Verratti, Paredes, Messi, Mbappe and Neymar. Now, I'm sure... Yeah, nah, that's wrong, innit? That's wrong. Verratti isn't starting. They changed it. Verratti came out and Herrera, let me see. Yeah, Herrera came in for Verratti. So, yeah, apologies for that one, people. Verratti is on the bench and Herrera's starting. The front three is just, you know, blockbuster settings. And I mean, you know, for anyone that remembers Blockbuster back in the day, going and renting the video out, man. This is serious blockbuster business. Messi, Mbappe and Neymar. On paper, the best front three in the world. Probably one of the best we've ever seen on paper. It hasn't really kicked into gear yet, but it'll be interesting. John Layat said, have that. I hear you. Pay your dues, man. But listen, it wouldn't surprise me this guy takes the money out of Arsenal. That's the only worry, you know. We're about to kick off. Score predictions, people. Give me a score predictions. I can't lie. I'm going for 2-1 to PSG. I think with no Foden, Grealish has not made a huge difference, but I'm going for a PSG win. As you know, people, I'm a big fan of Mbappe. And obviously, you know, we're all big fans of Messi and Neymar as well. So give me a score predictions. Game is underway, people. The game is underway. Let me see your score predictions. 2-2, 2-1 City, 2-0 PSG, 3-0 PSG, 3-1 City, 3-1 City, 3-2 PSG. Sterling own goal. Craig said 2-2. Lumi said 2-1 PSG. Not Jacob, it's not the time for them Arsenal jokes. Jay Muller said, big up Curtis, I missed a lot of lives due to work, but been catching up. You're still churning out the great content. Big up to you, bro. Ingenious says 3-2 City. Alvin 2-2. And Kanyezi 3-1. Haaland is still clear of Mbappe. You know me, people. I'm an Mbappe fan, so you ain't going to get no change out of me on that argument. But I rate both of them. So let's see. Good evening to Jamar. Kyle says 2-2. 3-2 PSG says Storm Steel. 6-2 to City says Kings. What a game that would be. 3-3 and Tom comes in with a 0-0 Snorefest. We don't want that. There's got to be goals in this. Ball whipped in, cleared by Kimpembe. Kimpembe is one of them strange players. I just don't think he's that good. I think he's a clumsy player. Here's Mbappe. He gets tackled there by Mahrez. DJ Ash, big up Curtis. Hope you're well, mate. I've been working when your daily shows are going out. No worries, man. People are busy. You know, I appreciate it if you tune in as and when you can. It's much appreciated. As I said, people, I am going to try and do at least one evening show a week. That won't stop the 2 p.m. Uploads, but just to make it a little bit more accessible for people. we do 1 or 2 evening streams as well. Sheets of Metal said, bro, I've taken economics here in the USA. We owe trillions of dollars in debt. We can write that check and it's all good, but it will cause a meltdown. Listen, it has to have an effect. I'm not doubting that Kroenke can write that check, 790 million. He can write that, but it has to have an effect on him moving forward. You know, it has to do something to him. That's not pocket change. You know, he might have to sell something. If all PSG players were to become hypothetically available tomorrow, who would you take? See, it's a tough one because I'm really trying to think who would have the biggest effect. See, the reality is, if I was being sensible, I should take Verratti because we need a ball-playing centre mid. But obviously, you're going to take one of the front three. I'm not lying. I'm taking Mbappe for the age as well. Messi's 34, so yeah, Messi, great, but 2 years, a year out of him, I'm taking Mbappe. I think he's, 21? He's lightning quick. I'll take Mbappe. Neymar's 29. I think Neymar would be rolling all over the pitch. You know, he's too much of a... Nah, I wouldn't go for him. Members stream should be on Sunday, Snake. I will do that on Sunday, and then we can review the Newcastle game and that. So members stream will be on Sunday. Liverbird said, yeah, bro, the effect from Kroenke will be no more money for transferring it. Bro, he don't give us money a lot of the time anyway. Most of it is money that we've earned. I think he's given us 15 million out of his own pocket. So, yeah, listen, obviously Mbappe's going Madrid, but I'm just saying, you know, hypothetically, if there was all available, I would go for Mbappe. Like I said, I should be going for Verratti because that's what we need, but I'm going for Mbappe. Hakimi. I mean, listen, if we had those kind of options, people, we're not going to be sensible. We're not going to sign a right back. You know, I'm giving you Mbappe, Messi, Neymar. You're going to take Hakimi. We'll deal with it. Tomiyasu can run at right back for now. I'm taking an attacking player. Carrick at the wheel. Let's hope for next Thursday. I hope so. Will Poch be the manager? Is Riyad Mahrez. Good defending there by Mendes. That Mendes looks quite strong for PSG. Mahrez goes down there, gets a free kick near the byline. Shamba said Big C and Mbappe will get Martinelli treatment at Arsenal by Arteta. I can't lie, he probably would. He probably would. Betilio said, I always listen to your podcast at the gym. Big up to you. Sports Genius said, Big C, great news in America. What's that? Ahmad Arbery. Okay. I haven't read anything about that today. I haven't really watched the news today. Dairy Milk or Galaxy? See, you lot come in with some... I like Galaxy chocolate. I can't lie, you know. Arteta would make Mbappe play CDM. Yeah, he probably would. Mahrez with a free kick, whips it in back post, headed across goal, cleared off the line. It's up in the air and Navas clears it. Comes out, shoot, near post, and it's saved at the near post and tipped wide for a corner. Just as I was saying there, Kimpembe is not... I'm not a big fan of him. That's a great clearance. Good header by Rodri. It's going in. Good header by Kimpembe. It's a corner to City, whipped in, headed away. It's up in the air, and it's offside there. Free kick to PSG. Ferrari or Lambo? I like Lambos, you know. Like Lambos. Big up, Jeff. Hope you're well. Good evening, Mr. Curtis, award winner. Hey, don't you forget it, people. Put some respect. You know, we got more trophies than Harry Kane, people, in recent history anyway. That's for certain. Emily said, just set my bets. Mbappe goal, 4 corners, Man City first half, Sterling goal. So my predictions are 1-1. Could be a good win if that comes in for you. Galaxy all day long, making me hungry. You know what I'm saying? Man asking about chocolate. Aye! Oh my days. Messi just nutmegged Sterling. Gave him a tight nutmeg. You know, I'm sure it was with his right foot as well. Let me rewind that. Woo! Jeez, give him the dirty nutmeg, boy. You know Messi don't mess about. Give him the tight nutmeg. Hey, Neymar, they're doing... Hey, Messi over the top. Man gives Sterling the tight... Man said, you're going to learn today, boy. Man said, you're a good player, but today you're going to learn. This is levels. Lionel. On the halfway line as well. I had to pull it there and look at it again. Man give him the clean nutmeg. Bang! Man said we can't buy Sterling now. Now we leave it. He's done him. Them nutmegs are clean, man. You know when you're running in like, yo, I can get there, and he just megs you like, oh no, I've been destroyed. I did predict a 2-1 win for PSG tonight. So it'll be interesting. I think Man City are actually, a draw is enough to get them through tonight. Obviously, you don't want to finish second in your Champions League group. So it will be interesting to see who wins. Here come Manchester City. Zinchenko takes too long. Good tackle there. It is interesting. A lot of people are asking the question, why Zinchenko is in the team for this game, to be honest. Man City are top, so PSG will be very interested in winning this game and trying to finish top of the group. Sterling foot stay open, easy peasy for Messi. Dirty nutmeg, man. Leo lowering his value for us. Yeah, so you know what? If I'm megging 5 times, Arsenal can get him for 30 mil. PSG just playing out under all sorts of pressure here. Just calmly as well, no problem. Curtis, are you a cycling man? And what's that like these days in London? I don't cycle too much, I can't lie. Neymar, 25 yards out. Left foot shot, blocked by Kyle Walker. Comes out to Messi, gives it away. Sterling, back into Rodri. Tom said, believe it or not, Big C, the PSG left back is called Nuno Alexander Tavares Mendes. Big dogs, woof woof. Let's hope for his sake he defends better than our one did at Anfield the other day. Sports Genius said I would take Sebastian Haller. See, it's crazy, isn't it? You look at what he's doing at Ajax and you're like, wow, is he a really good striker? But then we watched him in the Prem and he was stinking out the Prem at West Ham. He looked like a Joel Linton. Big target man. Hardly scored any goals, so it's risky, innit? Omar said Messi, 27 goals in 35 Champions League games against English clubs. 7v7 against Man City. What a record. What a record for Lionel. Gunnar Vettel, Curtis, why do you think PSG fans want Poch out, even though he's leading Ligue 1 with like 10 points and through to the round of 16? I wasn't even too sure that they wanted him out, but I think it's the links to Zinedine Zidane that are making them want to get rid of him. Listen, French fans, the ultras and stuff like that, they're very passionate. I'm sure they would love to have Zinedine Zidane as manager. He's an icon of French football, and I think that is probably encouraging their fans to say, Poch can go. It comes to Sterling. He has a heavy touch there. Should have brought that down. So, yeah, I personally think Poch will go. I think he'll end up at United. Here's Mbappe, finds Messi. He's got Neymar on the overlap. Messi, it's slowed down there. Neymar, good little reverse pass, gets the 1-2, and he's tackled there. And they're all the way back with their defence. Haller was a big flop at West Ham. He just didn't look that good, to be honest. Anthony, big up, bro. What are you telling me, Rasta? Thoughts on Neymar? He was mentioned in the same breath as Messi and Ronaldo for a while. Said it a few times. I think Neymar's biggest mistake was leaving Barcelona. I genuinely think in that last year to 2 years at Barcelona, he was performing at a similar level to Messi and Ronaldo. 100%. He was unbelievable the last 2 years at Barca. Think back to that comeback game against PSG. He was the best player on the pitch. He made a mistake for me. What he's gone to Paris to achieve, he hasn't achieved. Hasn't won the Champions League. Hasn't won the Ballon d'Or. I think his game has faded a little bit. He's had a lot of injuries because, the French league is very physical. They've kicked him all over the place. And overall, for me, I think it was a mistake going there. I really do. Listen, he's still got a chance. If he can win the Champions League this year, then he's got a chance. But I think he made a mistake going there. PSG just calmly playing out from the back, even when they're pressing them, they're just keeping the ball. And Ramos still to come into this team as well. Rashan said, right to say this, that I conceded in the 90th minute to go to extra time. Why did EA add these qualifiers? I'm telling you, man, it's painful. Painful business. Barcelona down the gut, a good thing everybody left it. They've gone downhill. In fact, I believe if they lose to Bayern Munich and Benfica win the next game, they end up in the Europa League. So, They're struggling, that's for sure. I'm sure they'll come back eventually. Curtis, Ronaldo or Ronaldinho weren't even the best players in their era. It was Rivaldo. I mean, I'm gonna have to stop you there. I don't think Rivaldo was better than Ronaldo or Ronaldinho. I can't lie. I am a big fan of Rivaldo, but them other two are just different level. He doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's from NE, Brazil. Listen, I love Rivaldo. What a left foot. I can't put him over them other two. Mahrez goes down. Good tackle there by Mendes. He appeals for a penalty, but I think that was a good tackle. Moetsky said 100% agree with those Neymar comments. Yeah, man, his dad's his agent. I feel like his dad was chasing the big payday as well, you know. Everyone's on Sterling's case, innit? Because I've been bigging him up. Everyone's expecting him to, we're watching him now. Ball over the top. Mahrez, chance for him. One-on-one with the fullback, although they've doubled up on him now. Needs to move it quicker. He's slowed it down. Finds Cancelo. Great ball in. Oh. Back out wide, Mahrez. Poor shot there. Volleys it into the ground. Everyone's saying chill, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, we all love Rivaldo, you know, but you can't put him over them other two guys are just different level. But yeah, I respect Rivaldo. Here's Raheem Sterling. Goes past one, is brought down. He won't get a free kick there. Says that he was clipped. He goes out for a goal kick. Mahrez is cold. Yeah, I like Mahrez. Technically great player. Was that a penalty? Nah, I think Mendes wins the ball there. It's good defending. Nah, no penalty. Definitely not. R9, R10, come on, bro. They don't call them the phenomenon and unmistakable for no reason. I'm telling you, GSB, man, I think... maybe he went to bed a bit late last night. He's a bit tired. No. Oh, man. Here come PSG. Good tackle there. I really hope we get some goals out of this. Big C, have you ever scored an own goal? I mean, I thought it was an own goal, but the goal wasn't given as an own goal. There was a shot, and it flicked off I went to block it, flicked off the top of my head and went in the top corner. But the ref, I think because the shot was on target, it was just classed as a deflection. It wasn't actually given as an own goal. But I felt like it was my fault because I think the goalkeeper would have saved it. The flick that came off my head lifted the ball up higher and the keeper couldn't get it. So I felt like it was my fault, but it wasn't officially given as an own goal. But yeah, the feeling was pretty bad, let me tell you. Omar, that's not what it says in the rules, my friends. As long as they didn't put it down as an own goal, it wasn't one. But in my head, yeah, man, it was an own goal still. It's, you know what I mean? You know when you're younger, man, you don't want to head the ball. Man's hit the shot. I've got the old turtleneck, neck shrunk. Might have even closed my eyes. I'm not one of these, like, John Terry's or Vidic who'll just take a shot in the face and nose bleeding and all that. Man's got their edge of the box, hit the shot, and I've done one of them. It's flicked off the top of my head. Next minute, it's in the top corner, man. Maybe I should have just took it, whacked in the face. But hey, I'm not about that life, man. I probably had a big night out that night. I didn't want to, mash up my face. So yeah, one own goal, but it wasn't given. But yeah, I felt bad. Omar said I will officially give it as an own goal. Oh man. Daniel said, Big C, have you watched the Wenger film? I was supposed to watch it last night, but I'm going to watch it tonight, 100%. Man said rocking Armani. Yeah, just a little underarm. Yeah, little t-shirt. No, nothing big. Neymar there with a nice touch and fouled. Ruben Diaz, little clip on him there. Neymar even gives him a little kick. Turtleneck settings, my man didn't want to, I'm not built for that. Man said Rivaldo or Nketiah. Rivaldo is probably still better than him now, and he's about, 45? You know what I mean? Abdi said, big up Curtis. I remember asking you, would you take Tuchel before he signed for Chelsea? You said you didn't rate him. I would have taken him. I do not remember saying that. I have no vivid memory of saying. No, listen, I might have said it. I can't lie, I wasn't. Listen, I don't think anybody rated Tuchel at the level you rate him now. He wasn't as good as that when he was at Dortmund. Here's Neymar, edge of the box. Neymar! Oh, my days, that's a terrible shot. I think he was offside. Yeah, he was offside. He's lucky. It was a terrible, terrible shot. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't recall. I'm a search for that video after this stream and just delete it. So that never happened. you know. Nah, listen, I might have said it still. I wasn't convinced by him, like fully convinced by him. But nah, he's proved me wrong. That's for certain. Call me bit. I do not. Hey, GSB, they're onto you in the comments, bro. They're not happy with the Rivaldo comment. But listen, each to their own. Each to their own. People saying, hey, yeah, I know. I probably did say it. I can't lie. That YouTube. Hey, relax, man. Relax, man. Bro, we'd be paying Messi's wages in installments for 15 years. We'd have to sell the training ground, bro. Here's Mahrez. One-on-one with the fullback now. Oh. Aye. Mahrez, can he finish? Oh! Flicked over the bar by Hakimi. That was heading for the top corner. Great defending. Good bit of play there from Man City, that was. Bernardo Silva into Mahrez. Tries to whip it. What a header. That reminds me of the own goal. Little flick off the top of the head. The only thing is my one went in the top corner. He flicked his over the bar. That's actually how it was as well. What are your thoughts on Arteta right now? I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big, big trouble. Big trouble. And I don't want to get in big, big trouble. Nah, listen. I'm still not convinced. I can't lie. I'm still not convinced. We've improved, but, our goals and our attack is stale. It's like that bread that's 2 days out of date, man. You don't want to eat that, I'm telling you. But we'll have to see. I always said, Curtis, you compared him to Steve Bruce. Oh, man, nah. I feel like people are putting lies on my name now. Steve Bruce, nah, man, surely not. I'm going to have to look through some videos, man. I don't think I would have gone that far. You can't compare him to Steve Bruce in any way. Mahrez has the best first touch in football. He is silky, I can't lie, very silky. Again, another player Arsenal should have signed. Sports Genius said, Big C, Man City coming with 60 million. Which one are you selling, Saka or Smith Rowe? Saka. I think Martinelli could do what Saka does with more goals. The direct running. Saka's more of like a straight line player, if you know what I mean. He's not a little Hazard like drift in and out. He's more of a straight line dribbler, runs like Gareth Bale kind of used to. He was like a straight line winger. I feel like Martinelli could do what Saka does. And he's not scoring goals, man. And he's not in form, let's be honest. He's not in form. Oh, man, Sterling, yeah. Do you know what? I've been bigging Sterling up for about a week and he ain't turned up today. But this time, let's see. Messi is the GOAT and CR7 is a GOAT. Okay, so yeah, I hear what you're saying. Pepe got the best first touch in football. I don't think many people would agree with that. He can't even get on the pictures at the moment. Saka is easy to replace. Ball whipped in, flicked on. Oh, goes past that far post. I'm telling you, any striker that gets into this Manchester City team, like the amount of service a striker would be running onto that. They create so much. Mahrez is bossing this game at the moment. He's been the best player so far. Yeah, come on, Omar, man. No way would I have compared him to Steve Bruce, man. That's wild. Arteta is on the same level as Tim Sherwood, says John Lair. He's got the Danielson picture back. He's back in full effect, man. Man's back in full effect. He took Kim Kallstrom off his back. It's only right, man. It's only right. Ball whipped in, flicked on again by Kimpembe. Here's Mahrez again. He's been superb. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. See, Man City don't like crossing the ball. They haven't got that striker, have they? That's where they could do with a Harry Kane or a Haaland. Curtis, I won on penalties. Hey, man, come on. I know that relief of winning on FIFA. Oh, Sterling into Zinchenko. Crosses it. It's blocked. City dominating the game. We've hardly seen Messi and Mbappe and Neymar so far. Salman said Saka was once the best left wing back. Listen, I actually thought he was going to be a wing back, to be honest, until obviously now right wing. Who's the most naturally talented player in the Premier League? That's a tough one, man, because there's different things that you look at. I think Foden he's got incredible talent. I think Bernardo Silva, Mahrez as well. Like, I know I'm only thinking this now because I'm looking at Man City. Mbappe's fouled there. Free kick to Man City. I can't really think of who you would say is the most naturally talented. I suppose the Man City players are coming to mind. Yeah, Greenwood's got a lot of talent, natural talent. Yeah, I can't think of too many. KDB, yeah, he looks very technically gifted. Have you ever missed a penalty? I have. I missed 2 penalties. Two penalties. Hit the post once, and the goalkeeper saved one. The one that I missed, well, I missed 2, but the one that the goalkeeper saved, I changed my mind at the last minute. That's the best advice you ever give to anybody taking a penalty. Know where you're putting that penalty before you run up to the ball. Basically, what happened, I forget which way I put it, but I planned to put it one way. I've spotted the ball, I've ran backwards. As I'm running towards the goal, the goalkeeper is standing about 2 yards over to the side where I was going to put the penalty. So I'm like, hang on. He's left me all that space over that side. So as I'm running up to the ball, I'm basically debating in my head, I'm going to go the other way. I've gone the other way. As I've gone to hit the ball, he's moved that side. So he's basically set me up and I fell for it. You know what I mean? He set me up. So yeah, always know where you're going to put your penalty. But I was actually quite prolific from penalties. I think I scored 8 penalties in one season. But yeah, it is painful when you miss a penalty, let me tell you. Dark Arts Football, Man City, yep. They know when to foul people. They know how to foul. I've never been sent off. No, never. Never had a red card. I haven't even had many yellow cards, to be honest. Anton said, a couple of my knuckles are still recovering from my failure to qualify for last week's weekend league. They're like Arsenal, man. FIFA, it's not worth it, I'm telling you. I remember PS4 days, man, smashing up pads. It's not worth it, let me tell you that, but it is a wind-up. HMT, would you ever consider playing football again overseas if the opportunity comes? Just so you know, even in Division 2 in Europe, you earn 500k per year. It depends what country, don't it? But yeah, listen, if an opportunity came up, then why not? I would play football again if it was at a good level, but, you know, I feel like I'm winding down now. Did you ever play with or against Spencer Ware-Daly? Only player I knew. Grew up near to where I did. Yeah, and do you know what? When I was at Mansfield, Spence came, he trained with us for a few weeks. I think he ended up signing somewhere else. I think he's from Leicester, right? And obviously I knew he played for Forest when he was young. So yeah, man, I knew of him. I knew him. Cool guy, man. Curtis Southgate let us down, man. But you know what? The only thing is, at least I didn't miss it in like a big final or something. But it was bad. It was bad. It was an important game, man. We were 2-1 down, and I actually scored in the game and then missed the penalty. We got to 2-2. We got a penalty with like 5 minutes to go. We were down to 10 men as well. And this penalty was to make it 3-2. So imagine 2-1 down. You've got 10 men. I actually got the equaliser and then missed the penalty with 5 minutes to go. It's one of them. Everyone's tapping you on the back. Oh, you know, don't worry about it. But you know everyone's fuming in their head. It was an away game as well, which is even worse. You got to sit on the coach back. You know, you're just thinking, get me off this coach. You know, I do not want to be here right now. Big up Sheets of Metal for becoming a member on the channel. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. I know you've been supporting for a long time. Let me take a break here. Oh, I thought he was going to get that into Mbappe. Cross blocked. Hakimi. PSG have been poor so far. I was quite good at free kicks. I can't lie. I had a good little whip over the wall. Never played against... Did I play against Dean Windass? I forget, you know. He was at Hull City as well, wasn't he? I'm not sure. I don't think I did. He was a bit older than me. Brutal feeling, man. I'm telling you. Missing penalties is painful. Here's Mendes for PSG. Mendes shoots. Ooh, saved by Ederson. And he hangs on to it. HMT, there's players in Belgium who are stealing a living. Your level's above them. Bro, that's football's like that all around, you know. You'll always see players who you think, yo, how's this guy a pro? But there's reasons. There's reasons, man. Sometimes it's their attitude. It can be their work rate. A lot of the best players miss out. Like I always say, you can't rely solely on your ability. You often find that some of the least talented players have got the best attitude. And sometimes that gets them through, where the players with major talent sometimes think, do you know what I mean? I got all this bags of talent, so maybe they haven't got the same work rate. That's why I always say that Ronaldo is the benchmark for any young player. Even if you rate Messi higher, Ronaldo's mentality is one of the best you'll ever see in football. He's one of the most talented players ever. Oh, Zinchenko shots blocked. One of the most talented, but one of the most hard-working, Sterling whips it in, cleared again. I'm telling you, they need a striker, man. The amount of service is unbelievable. Tries to get a through ball to Mbappe. They've been horrible in this first half, PSG. For the FIFA players, mate, this front three have got no chemistry. Red lines all over the place, man, I'm telling you. I've said it before. Neymar has had a bad effect on Mbappe's attitude. Messi looks like he just doesn't want to be there. Mbappe's going to leave in the summer. They haven't clicked yet. Here's Mahrez into the penalty area. Ball whipped in. Held on by Navas. Marvu said, Curtis, is football the best job in the world? You earn the most money. I mean, listen. I played lower league football, so the money was not, amazing for me. But I can say the lifestyle is amazing. I loved it. Loved every second of it. It is the best. I loved it, playing football every day, man. It's crazy. Lampard, 80% effort, 20% talent. Yeah, probably. Probably along those lines, the work, Thanks, Mr. Shaw. Hey, big up Sheets of Metal. Original legend on the channel. Here's Cancelo, crossing position. Got Sterling on the overlap. Sterling against Hakimi. It's a big challenge for him. Hakimi's a good player. It goes past one heavy touch. Appeals for a penalty. In fact, he fouled Idrissa. It's typical, isn't it? I bigged this guy up for 7 days and he's having a stinker now. Ah, dear. Let's see what you're saying, people. Messi and Mbappe are being quiet. Neymar just huffing and puffing. Oof, that's a bad challenge, man. He stamped on Marquinhos' foot there. Just caught the top of his foot. The original legend is right here. PSG missing Verratti. I don't know why he's on the bench. I don't know if he picked up a knock. Leipzig are winning 3-0 against Bruges. Andre Silva with the goal. Yes, Nick Paris. Big up Mr. C. Shibe said, Pepe, get rid of that useless bomb. Absolutely useless. Biggest skank in the Premier League, 72 million. I get the impression you're not the biggest fan of Pepe, Yasser said, Kurt's my young boy, 6, plays in his local team, looks up to you. Big up to him, man. Keep doing your thing. Enjoy the football, man. You have to enjoy the journey in football, Killer Ice Lollies, it's okay, Ben. I know the answer. Thanks to you, bro. Curtis is cool. Moetsky said, for Messi, it's training session for the World Cup. Rates Argentina more. He wants that World Cup next year, don't he? It's his last chance, last World Cup. And he'll be desperate to win it. Sterling against Hakimi again, finds Cancelo. I just hope this is not a boring 0-0, Yeah, there should be some highlights. I'll try and get some together if I can. Snake Eyes, I'll try and find some. Big up Prince Teddy in the chat as well. Hope you're well. Did you hear the Benzema news? Found guilty? Yeah, but, fine and suspended sentence. He'll take that out of it. He'll pay that fine out of his pocket change, mate. 72 grand on it or something. That's light work for him. PSG front three are not going to press. They're not even interested in pressing. Messi's 34. He's not going to press. Neymar isn't going to press either. Alaba free kick. Real Madrid are winning 1-0 apparently. I do like Alaba. Good player. Anelka or Aguero? Got to go Sergio, but I think Anelka, his initial potential. The Anelka at Arsenal, I would have said he can be easily one of the best strikers in the world. I don't think he fully fulfilled his potential, although he did win a lot. He was good at Chelsea. Won a few bits at Madrid as well. Sport Genius, Big C. Who produces more today? Alexis, Lacazette, Ozil versus Saka, ESR, Aubameyang. Are we talking about the level that they are at right now, or what? You know, I mean, Alexis is not that guy now, is he? Ozil as well is not that guy. So if you ask him right now, the level they're at now, I haven't really seen Ozil for a little while. Comes out here, Gundogan, whoa, off the post. Gundogan hits the post for Manchester City. Big chance that should have probably scored. Pep's got his hands on his head. Boy Dude said, Big C, can you respond? Hey, man, what are you saying? Have I missed questions from you, man? Apologies. City just hit the post. I got your name right. Hey. Somebody was questioning me today saying, you got my name wrong. Oh, he should score that. Pep's got his hand on his head, man. Not happy. Big up WF. Yeah, if we're talking prime, obviously, Alexis is a next level. If he's asking the level he's at right now, that's what I was sort of saying. Oh, Mahrez shoots. Navas tips it wide. City starting to dominate. Marvu just said about Chilwell, ACL injury. Is that right? I haven't heard nothing about that. That's sad, man. He's having a good season as well. I know they've got Alonso. Chilwell set to miss the rest of the year. Suspected ACL damage. That's a big, big loss for Chelsea, man. He is a very good player. We need a goal here, man. We need a goal. Matt Law's confirmed it. Yes, big up GT. Corner to Manchester City. Gundogan whips it in swinger, headed away by Marquinhos. Comes out. We got 12 minutes till half time. I mean, they're probing, but we just haven't had many clear-cut chances. I tell you what, I'll be surprised if this PSG team wins the Champions League. They just had something not right about them. Ruben Diaz shoots, it's blocked, and it goes out for, is that a corner or a throw-in? I'm not sure. Corner, I think. Do you think Bielsa is good? Yeah, Bielsa's good, man. I just think he needs... I think it'd be nice to see him at a better club. I know Leeds fans wouldn't want to hear that. You know, I wonder if he would be better with better players. City need a proper striker. It's crazy. They create so many chances. Here's Zinchenko, finds Sterling. Up against Hakimi, gets the better of him, pulls it back. Gundogan, oh, maybe he should have laid that off to Zinchenko. Sterling done a bit there against Hakimi. I hope people are seeing this when I'm bigging him up. Here's Cancelo. Whips it in. I think he's forced that a little bit. Mahrez. He's touched, man. The ball just melts to him. Bernardo Silva. Mahrez, they're getting 2-3 players on him now. He's been the best player on the pitch in the first half, Mahrez. I haven't even seen Neymar really touch the ball. Alexis Sanchez in his prime or Hazard. I'm taking Alexis, man. More goals, you know, could do it by himself, in my opinion. Maybe it's Arsenal bias, but what a player. Got 30 goals in all competition one season, man. He was crazy. AS45, big up for the super chat, bro. Curtis, would you have rather played for a decent championship club or a lower mid-table club in the French, German or Dutch league? Championship football is scrappy, man. Very tough league, the Championship. The only thing is you've got that hope of getting in the Prem. What are you saying? A mid-table club in the French First Division. I would go to the French league or something. I think my game would be better suited to those leagues anyway. And plus, you know, you're going to play against PSG, teams like that. I know. Yeah, I'd rather play in those leagues there. I said mid-table. Is Ramos still out? Ramos is on the bench. He's on the bench. City are swarming that PSG goal. They're all over him. Can they get a goal? Prime Fab or Prime Cazorla? I'm a Fabregas fan, you know, just because he had more goals as well. Do you know what? Cazorla was a genius on the ball, but I loved Fabregas. I think Fabregas was, you know, he was a leader as well. He was the captain. He had goals in him. Mahrez has been absolute quality in this first half, although he just put a pretty average crossing. Poch will not go to United, said Sheets of Metal. Listen, it depends how aggressive they are. What you got to think with Poch, Poch knows if he doesn't win the Champions League this season, PSG might sack him. That's how they operate. You don't win the Champions League, they might get rid of you. Where he can go Man United, get maybe a 3-4 year contract, have some stability, and apparently Man United is his dream job. City on the break, ball whipped in, it's a corner. The referee actually got in the way there as PSG went to get the ball, and he blocked one of their players. Marquinhos is fuming. Cess for me, but I really love Cazorla. I'm the same. John Layat said, big up Curtis. Curtis, do you know Oxford United? I got scouted by them, but missed the trial. Yeah, I fell out of love with it, playing football. That's why I quit when I was 28. Why'd you miss the trial, man? You got to turn up to that if you can. Obviously, if it was out of your hands, then it's one of them. Boy, dude said, I'm a Leeds fan. Apologies. But you know what I mean? It's difficult to tell how good Bielsa is at Leeds because, you know, I feel like Leeds, they didn't really back him that well in the summer in the transfer market. And I think that's why Leeds are struggling this season. They had a good year last year. I think they needed to bring in like 4 or 5 really good players. I don't think they really backed Bielsa well. Man City are making PSG look like the French Norwich. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? You got Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. They can't get out of their own half. They're being absolutely peppered. And I'm telling you now, if City had a striker, they'd be losing this game, PSG. The service is immense. Salman said, Cazorla is my guy, but I agree, Prime Cesc is better. City on the attack again. Oh, it's a poor pass there. Goes out for a goal kick. Cazorla was always in his prime. I think the problem was, though, we used to play him like out wide sometimes. He wasn't as good there. When he went into that deep-lying playmaker role, unbelievable. Big C, did you have a diet plan in your career? In my earlier days, I didn't bother, to be honest. You know when you're at that young age, man, where you can just eat anything and just burn it off. But as I got a little bit older, I had to have a bit more discipline, I can't lie, because... you know, you can't keep eating the heavy food. You know, I got a little bit more serious about everything, sleeping right and things like that. So, yeah, as I got older, I did. But in the younger days, listen, I wasn't over the top with it. You know, I'm not like eating McDonald's 3-4 times a week. But, you know, I didn't really watch what I ate that much. But as I got older, I definitely got more discipline with it. Tom said, you're right. Fabregas was a leader. He led a bunch of players to leave Arsenal. Started with Fab, then added back. But listen, we know that was Wenger. That was the club. You know, they needed the money to pay off the stadium. You know, they wouldn't have chose to lose all them players, but they needed the dough. Sporting just scored a bullet against Dortmund. Dortmund, is that 2-0 they're losing? Marvin's saying 2-0 now. Cancelo fouls Messi there. Is he going to get a yellow card for that or not? Prime KDB is better than Cesc. I don't know, you know. I'm not sure. Like, KDB gets injured a lot as well. People forget, man. This guy seems to get injured every season. Big up, Leondo. Hope you're well. How is it? Everything's good, bro. I always said PSG are 13-2 to win. That's crazy odds. That's basically, what, 6.5 to 1. It wouldn't surprise you if they hit City on a counter-attack eventually, but City are absolutely dominating the game. Let me see what odds I'm seeing on Sky. I tell you what's unbelievable odds, right? AC Milan are 4-1 to beat Atletico. Yeah, they're offering 5-1 on there for PSG. Here's Neymar, the header. Big up, Nate. Big up yourself, Curtis. Great content. Keep it up, brother. Appreciate that, bruv. KDB, the talent is there, but where is he now? He hardly plays. Injured too much. That's why you don't hear De Bruyne talked about Ballon d'Ors. You know, has he won Premier League Player of the Year? Probably has, but he gets injured a lot. Here's Mbappe, right-hand side for PSG. Can they create something? Great defending. Great defending. He knew exactly what Mbappe was going to do there. Rodri, who's not even the quickest. 7-1 on Ladbrokes. Oh, not bad. Let's go Sporting. What a goal. Shamba said, Big C, Cesc is generational. Arsenal first team at 16 years of age. Come on, man. I love Kevin De Bruyne as a baller, but Cesc was on a different level. Cesc won the World Cup, nah, I'm not putting De Bruyne above him. Not many players could play for Arsenal at 16 in centre mid and boss it as well. Leander said, shouts from South Africa, Partey might not go to AFCON because the ref was match fixing. He gave away a cheap penalty and had a dodgy decision. FIFA might replay the game. It was definitely a dodgy decision, that one, but I'm sure they'll get out of it somehow. But yeah, it didn't look like a good one. Says the Chelsea legend. Wenger's fault, man. Had the buyback clause and never brought him back. Crazy behaviour. Abdullah, Liverpool or Chelsea, who's winning that trophy? I think Bayern Munich or Liverpool will win the Champions League. They're the two I would probably aim for. They're the two I would bet on if I was betting who I thought were going to win it. Chelsea are in with a shout, though. They're on form. But yeah, I'll go Bayern or Liverpool. The Ghana penalty was Susk, it was. Curtis says, Chelsea legend or Arsenal? He may go down as both. He was a young legend at Arsenal, captain, but he done as... Oh, Mbappe could be in left-hand side. Mbappe puts it over. Do you know what? Every player I big up, they just have bad games. Like I was saying at the start of the game, I put Mbappe over Haaland. He's just missed a great chance. Been bigging up Sterling. He's had a quiet game. That was poor in the midfield from John Stones, was it? Neymar finds Mbappe. He tries to bend it in that far corner. I almost expected him to take a touch, but then Kyle Walker caught him up very quick. Hennock said, I still have a 2008 away season Fabregas shirt. Fab, man, the good old days. What a player. Mbappe's got to do better. Big C, who is the next Messi, Ronaldo? I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, you would say, Haaland and Mbappe are the two youngsters, but I don't think they're on those two levels. Yeah, maybe Cruz. We'll wait for Cruz. 10 years, he could be the next one. But nah, right now, I don't think so. For Mbappe or Haaland, I don't think they're on those guys' level. Sports Genius said, Big C, remember when you had to delete your tweets about Messi? What was I calling him? The Argentinian Ryan Fraser. And then he bends it in the top corner. And then the night after, I called Ronaldo the Portuguese Benteke. And then he scored the winner. That was a bad week for my tweets, man. Man City, minute before half-time, they've dominated this first half. Zinchenko finds Cancelo. He's got Sterling inside. Can he cross it in or shoot? Sterling shoots, and wow. Raheem. I mean, you'd be crazy to have Sterling at Arsenal, wouldn't you? Whoever never said that. I don't know what's going on here. I need to stop bigging up these players, man. Start bigging them up. They're all over the place. Sterling's licking down pigeons now with his shots. Matt Joseph said Vinicius Jr. You see, a lot of people are hyping him up at Real Madrid this season. Project Cruz, yeah, man. There could be a Foden v Pedri debate for the Ballon d'Or. Both silky players. Yeah, both very good. Actually, I think I said yesterday, didn't I? Pedri, one of the best young midfielders. Half-time whistle goes, people. I mean, I was expecting 3-4 goals in this game, man. It's been an absolute snorefest so far. Terrible first half. Let's get to the half-time screen. Nil-nil, people. Man City 0, PSG 0. Absolute snorefest of a first half. Manchester City have been toying with PSG, but can't get the breakthrough. No goal. And yeah, it's, like I said, a bit of a snorefest. I'm hoping for a goal. I'm really desperately hoping for a goal, man. The champions. But yeah, we need a goal. And hopefully one goal will set it off. I think the problem is a draw, I think, qualifies both of them. So they're probably not desperate to go all out for it. I just thought PSG would have been a bit more fired up to try and win the group. Leipzig are winning 4-0 in the other game. Forsberg's got 2 on Nkunku and Andre Silva. Liverpool is 0-0. Mane had a goal disallowed. Atletico is 0-0 with AC Milan. Besiktas Ajax, obviously. Ajax won 2-1. Haller with both goals. Sporting Lisbon are winning 2-0 against Dortmund. Pedro Gonçalves, is it? Inter winning 2-0 against Shakhtar. Edin Dzeko with 2 goals. And Real Madrid winning 2-0. Alaba and Toni Kroos. Goals elsewhere, but this game is an absolute snorefest, people. So far. And yeah, man. What are you all saying, people? Let's get in the comments. Jamaican Ronaldinho. Oh, my days. Jamaican Ronaldinho. Sing that Europa League. Nah, man. It has to be. Stand up if you ain't Tottenham. Stand up. I have to do it. I can't ignore it. Bruv, I don't know. What is the Conference League song? I'm hoping I never have to watch it or realise what that song is. Levan said, geez, that UEFA Champions League slide is epic. You know what I mean? I have to give myself that feeling of the Champions League, even though Arsenal are, so far away from it. It's unbelievable. It feels like we've been out of the Champions League for like a decade. It's probably half a decade, but it feels like I can't even remember. I can't even remember us playing in the Champions League. That's how long it is. Yeah, there it is, man, Tem. Oh. Oh, dear. Who's your best player so far in this game? Riyad Mahrez, pure silk. Pure silk. You can tell every time he gets the ball, man, they're doubling up on him, 2-3 players. They just don't have that striker. If they had a top quality striker, it's a madness. City creates so much. Big C, thoughts on Klopp and Arteta scuffle. I couldn't catch your streams because of work. Like I said, for me, I don't really mind Arteta doing that. It's just you better make sure your team are going to react when you do it. And I feel like we just hyped up Klopp and Liverpool with that, and we got mashed up after that. Gunnar Vettel said, I don't see us getting back in the Champions League for a long time. I got to be honest, I saw a poll out today. I think, who had the poll out? It might have been Robbie who was saying, I think, when do you think Arsenal will next win the Premier League? I don't think we win a Premier League with Kroenke as owner. So until he moves out of this football club, I don't see us winning a Premier League. I think it'll take a few years to even get in the Champions League. Never mind win the Premier League. So long way off it. Long way off it at the moment. Curtis, imagine Kroos playing in the Prem and you as a Sky pundit talking about his match. Hey, that'll be a good day, that. Sheets of Metal, random. What's your best Christmas movie? What's the Christmas movies, man, that we always watch? I always watch, like, Home Alone, Elf. I like that film as well. I can't really think of too many Christmas films, But, yeah, them two always spring to mind, I always see them on at Christmas. Yeah, to be honest, Christmas is a nice time of the year, and it just to chill. A lot of football as well. Conference League is Laurel and Hardy music. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. It seriously wouldn't. M. Barron said, seriously, Big C, I can't say it enough, but your channel is the greatest on the tube. Hey, man, don't gas me up, bro. Don't gas me up. Home Alone 2. That's the one in New York, right? I like that one. It's a good one. Very good. It's a Wonderful Life. Love Actually. Die Hard. What other Christmas movies you got, people? I feel like Home Alone is a certain film you have to watch at Christmas. Jingle All the Way. Bad Santa. That's a good one as well. Thoughts on Ajax? Yeah, they're doing bits, man. Haller, like I said, he was a flop in the Prem at West Ham. Man's mashing work in the Champions League, man. Elf's a classic, man. You can't go wrong with Elf. Big up Curtis. Is your son a CR7 or a Messi favourite? He changes, like he was Messi. And then now he's saying Ronaldo. So I don't know. At the moment, I think he's CR7. But initially, he was all Messi. So I don't know. Temp said Curtis will be in the Champions League next season. I mean, listen, I like your optimism. I don't share that feeling. I hope so. Ajax Ganja jersey. Yeah, I've got that kit as well. Well, not the kit, obviously, just the top. Ajax doing bits, to be fair. Cormac said, how good is Ten Hag? I think he's brilliant. Brilliant manager. Be interesting to see how we can work with better players, though. I can't lie. No disrespect to Ajax. I just mean, a club under more pressure. Could he deal with the Man United job or the Arsenal job? Kevin! I actually have to shout that at Kevin Campbell on the stream sometimes when the man can't get out of, defense mode of Arteta. Curtis, did you see Ty rolling around AFTV saying Ben White should have did the same and cheat Mane and getting a red card? Epic scene. I haven't even seen it. I'm going to try and catch up on it. I've got a lot to watch, man. I need to watch a few bits. Hey, Loz, nah. Man never rolled around in full kits. You never see me in AstroTurfs, mate, unless I'm going training. I always say, anybody who wears AstroTurfs with jeans, man, you're a serious person, serious. Like, I'm telling you. When you see a man in jeans and AstroTurfs, you have to be careful. Ten Hag ain't even managed in the top 5 leagues. He hasn't, but he's done bits in the Champions League and in the Dutch league. Man, you see a man in some total 90s with some bootcut jeans, you got to be careful, let me tell you. PvP said Curtis Bayern's defence is not the best. There is a lot of criticism in Germany about them. I mean, obviously, Alaba and Jerome Boateng left in the summer, so, I'm sure their defence is not quite as strong as it used to be. Socks and shin pads, oh man, I'm telling you, I've even warming up in shin pads, I've never warmed up in shin pads in my whole career. Anytime I warm up with no shin pads on, then the shin pads go on. Boot cuts and AstroTurfs, yo, Captain Uncle, I'm telling you, them man there, yo. Liverbird Live, some team in the Conference League had to draw a player's number on with permanent marker in one game. No joke, was ridiculous. I mean, we were joking about it at the start of the season, like saying, who they playing, man? Like the local Weatherspoons. Do you get a trophy? Is the game on TV? I can't slander it too much in case Arsenal end up in that competition next season. Daniel said, Curtis, I never see you get baited. You must be blessed. I'm telling you, man, blessed energies, man. You know what I'm saying? A few people have tried, though. You know what I mean? Don't think I don't see them. But yeah, man. Back in the day, if your Air Forces were dirty, you were made fun of. Bro, I can't lie. I've been through that pain, In my young days when I was growing up, man. You get fortunate as you get older. You have a little bit more money. You can replace them white Air Force Ones every summer. But when them anyone who's had Air Force, man, when they used to start creasing near the front and, they get a bit dirty, you can't get the dirt off. Dirty Air Force Ones, man, they're the worst. Nowadays, when they get a bit dirty, you just got to end it. But, back in the day when we weren't so privileged financially, man was running around with creased up Air Force Ones, man. Was not pretty. The thing was, they were so good to play football in. When you used to shoot in Air Force Ones, power. You know how much power you used to get in them? 99 shot power, man. Pro Evolution settings, man. Adriano. And then the school shoes, the Wallabies, 99 curve in them in the school days, man. I used to batter my shoes in the school days, man. The creases in the Air Force is tragic. It's pure pain. Curtis, remember Conference League, orange shearing sliced orange. Man got one piece of orange just passing it around. They ain't even got drinks. Like, it's mad. Creased, trust me, man, it was pain. Creased Air Forces were 99 power. So much power you could get in them. Fubu, I remember them days, man. All sorts of things were going off back then. What was it? Rockaware clothes. Sean John, Fubu, Joe Blogs. There was all sorts going off. G-Unit trainers. Everything was going off in school days, man. Let me tell you. Evisu jeans, man. Proper old school. Tupac or Biggie and why? I mean, it's the Ronaldo or Messi question of hip-hop. I'm a Tupac fan. I can't lie. I'm a Tupac fan. as I always say, it don't mean I don't respect Biggie. Biggie lyrically and the way he structured his tunes. I just felt more. I felt there was more depth in Tupac's music. It was more deep. It was, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just connected more with Tupac's music. You know, I'm a Tupac fan. I can't lie. He's, for me, the greatest rapper of all time. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's personal preference. Yeah, Cartel for me over Movado as well. You know, that's the Jamaican Messi Ronaldo argument as well. But yeah, vibes, man. Vibes is lyrically just crazy. I mean, again, Mavado's got some big hits, big hits. He was a hit maker, but Cartel business, man. You can't talk to that. Darren said, all right, Curtis, big game coming up for the Gunners on Saturday. Must bounce back after Liverpool. I didn't expect much before the game, if I'm honest. Keep up the good work, mate. Big up to you, Darren. Like I said, losing to Liverpool is nothing to be ashamed of. I was just disappointed that we got humiliated in terms of the scoreline. But the game's gone now. We move on. Newcastle, bottom of the league. Let's make sure we get the 3 points. Go 3-point collecting on Saturday. And then obviously we play Man United next Thursday at Old Trafford. So we've got a big week or so coming up, people. Shane said, Curtis, which would you take? The Champions League and League Cup double or the Premier League and the FA Cup double? I mean, listen, for Arsenal, anything that's got the Champions League in it, I've got to take because I want that star above the badge. So yeah, for me, I'm taking the Champions League with the League Cup because we need that European trophy, man. So I got to take that. Let's see what you're saying. World blood clot boss. Come on, man. Gaza thing, man. Man said Beanie, man. Cole Carney. Yeah, I remember them as well. Cole Carney, man, back in the day. How's the game? I mean, listen, man. City dominating, but no goal. Amir said, big up, Curtis. I haven't watched the channel for a while, been busy. Watch the Talk is Cheap show. Good as always. Something you said about the next World Cup, that the weather will be too hot. No. I think what I was trying to imply. So, I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody was saying it's still about 25 degrees. I was just saying, I don't believe England will win the World Cup next year, despite the fact they got to the Euros final. I think that was the question when Laurie was saying, do you think England will win the World Cup? I think there are a couple of nations that have got better teams than England. I think England missed their best opportunity in decades of winning a tournament, losing to Italy at home. You know, not a great Italian team, 1-0 up. A stadium that's pretty much full of England fans, and you still can't beat them. You ain't gonna get a better chance than that for me. Thanksgiving is not a UK thing, only a USA holiday. Who's he referring to there? I'm aware of that. I'm aware of it. I got a few friends in America, man. They celebrate Thanksgiving. I Am King said, winning the FA Cup or see Spurs get sent to League Two. I mean, listen, man. I always say worry about what's on your own plate, right? We should, our success is more important than them being unsuccessful. But the Spuds in League Two, man. I mean, I got to take that. I got to put Tottenham in League Two, man. I can't lie. We would have banter for the rest of our career. Although the only thing is, with rivalries, I feel like rivalries are at their best when they're being lived out. As much as we can't stand Spurs, I enjoy the games against them. You know what I mean? So if they go League Two, we're never going to play against them. So, from that point of view, we would miss playing them. So let's just win the FA Cup still. Even though I'd banter them in League Two, no more North London derby. Let's win the FA Cup, man. Spurs fans in the chat, be careful. Nah, listen, I'm sure they would say the same. But like I said, as much as we don't, we clash with them. I think we need those North London derbies. Let's get back to the match day screen, people, as we get ready for the second half. Can we get some goals in this second half, people? Seriously, we need some entertainment. That Man United game last night was pretty similar as well. Shocking game. And Second half, it livened up. Chris, I just see it, man. Blackburn. Fran was not even supposed to do that game. They call him up. He goes all the way up to Blackburn, and they're 3-0 down against Peterborough. Yeah, smash that like button, people. Smash that like button if you haven't already. 650 of you in the chat. Second half settings coming up. Yeah, the visuals have improved. We got to keep moving. I'm going to try and add a few more bits as well. Curtis, do you think Ajax can win their 5th Champions League? We have 4 in the bag already, but this feels special again. Possibly. Second half underway. I mean, listen, they're outsiders. But I don't think they'll win it. I think they would lose to a Liverpool, a Bayern Munich, a Chelsea. But, you know, you got to hope it's luck of the draw and maybe a couple of them knock each other out of the competition. They've got a chance, but I don't think they will. Have you ever got into a fight on the pitch? I would say not what we'd call a proper fight. Maybe a bit of a scuffle, shall we say? Who would you rather play for, Spurs or Norwich? Give me that yellow Norwich kit, man. We keep it moving. Let's be having you. You know what I mean? Remember Ajax 2018-19, they got to the semi-final. Exactly, yeah. Spurs done them. They nearly did it. Great transitions. Yeah, listen, we got to keep improving, people. Got to keep improving. They would have slaughtered Liverpool in the final. Do you think so? No, I don't think so. Liverpool were firing that year. They battered Tottenham in that final. Ball over the top. Oh, cleared for a corner. At Champions League final, we were all Liverpool fans. Bro, that was a bad day. Listen, we were all Liverpool fans that day. Can you imagine if Spurs would have won the Champions League? We would have been finished. John Layout, big up Big C, Cartel, Ramping Shop. I'd been mad those times, bro. Them yardie parties are, oh man, them days there is when them raves were just mad. I used to go out in Nottingham a lot to them raves, man. Sometimes I'd come out and the sun was shining, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Madness. Craig said, Curtis been doing some cross trainer while listening to the stream. Hey, man, a big up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Fitness. It's important, people. Exercise every day as and when you can, Big up, Craig. I think so. They battered Real and Juve, dominated Spurs, but they got lucky. Peterborough 4-0 down now. Oh, man, I'm going to banter him after this. Yardman party till sunrise. Come on, man. Standard. Them raves don't even start till about 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to go to like an R&B club or something. That will finish at maybe 3. Then they go to a yard rave after till like 8 in the morning. It was mad. Marcus said, what I would pay to watch Arsenal back in the Champions League, man. Champions League nights at the Emirates, man. We just took it for granted. Thought we had it forever. And very quickly went away from us. And we're struggling to get it back. But listen. Hopefully in the future. Kroenke, for anybody that's just tuned in, Kroenke has been fined $790 million to pay for obviously moving St. Louis to LA. It's been officially confirmed. $790 million. Is this going to cause a problem in his ownership of Arsenal? Probably not. Maybe he just writes the check. But hopefully... Hopefully he has to sell, because I still don't rate this guy at all as an owner. Bars close at 3 a.m. here in America. You guys are crazy. Wow. See, I thought America was all-night raving business, man. 3 a.m. But you know what? Most of the yard raves, they're back street in Notts. They ain't like they're not in the middle of the city centre. You got to go up two side streets and you see a little one random bar, So, yeah, man, they'll run till 8 a.m. Here come PSG with Mendes. Messi, they're starting to play now. Messi whips it in. Comes to Mbappe, surely. Scores! Kylian Mbappe for PSG. I told you, people. I told you. He does it in the big games. Nutmegs Ederson. Messi and Neymar involved in the link-up. And Mbappe gives PSG the lead. Woohoo! I told you, people. I told you. He's a serious baller. Ederson gets nutmegged. It's one of them where you just smash it and you hope it goes in. Manchester City 0, PSG 1. Mbappe with the goal. I mean, who was it in the first half who was saying 13-2 PSG to win? If you put a bet on, you'll be happy right now. Good play there, Neymar, Messi. Messi whips it in, gets a slight deflection, comes to Mbappe at the back post. Good little dummy there from Neymar into Messi. Messi gets the cross in, gets a deflection off Kyle Walker, comes to Mbappe, smashes it through his legs. And Manchester City 0, PSG 1, despite dominating. Mbappe sliding around the pitch at the Emirates, does his famous arms cross celebration. And Pep does not look happy. That will put PSG top of the group. And Pep will not want that, because you look at it, Bayern Munich are top of their group. You know, you do not want to get a team like that in the next round of the Champions League. Anton said, I placed £10 when you mentioned it. Hey, fair play to you, man. Good bit of link up there at last from PSG. We've been waiting for it for the whole game. California pays that 800 million fine. It's been budgeted for when Kroenke approached the state to move the Rams there. Interesting. I mean, on Twitter, it was saying that Kroenke has to pay it out of his own pocket. But listen, I'm sure there's a way he'll worm his way out of it, or, you know, he'll pay it over a long period of time. So we'll have to see. But hopefully game on here now. At the Emirates, we can dream, I'm telling you. Curtis, honestly, do you think we will beat Newcastle United and Everton? Honestly, I think we will, despite our current form. I know you say it's opinions. I'm having too much faith. I don't see us winning all three of them games. I think we'll beat Newcastle. United's a flip of the coin. They're individual brilliance FC. If they turn up, he'll be dangerous. If they don't, we'll beat them. Everton are out of form at the moment. I think we could beat Everton, but you got to remember, we're not good in attack at the moment. 13 goals in 13 league games. You know, you've got to go and beat these teams. You've got to go and score goals to beat them. Cormac, Pep arrogance not buying a striker coming back to buy. I agree with that. I agree with it completely. A few years ago, he did something similar. He let Vincent Kompany leave, which, fair enough, maybe you think he's past it. Didn't replace him, and I think that's the year Liverpool won the title. You've let Sergio Aguero go again. You know, obviously Aguero's had terrible health issues since going to Barcelona, but you let Sergio Aguero go and you don't buy a striker. Like, to me, that's pure arrogance. Financially, they could have done something. They could have brought somebody in. So, yeah, I think it is arrogance from Pep, thinking that, we'll play 6 midfielders and win the league. Doesn't always work like that. Cello said PSG is supposed to be winning this game. Too many stars in that team. It's still not easy. You know, Manchester City, I think collectively are a better team than PSG. PSG have probably got better individual players, especially in attack, but they don't have the same level of chemistry. Gabriel Jesus is coming on just as we're speaking about striker. And not Sterling, Zinchenko, sorry, comes off. I thought it was a strange decision to even start Zinchenko in this game in midfield. But Gabriel Jesus comes on. Obviously, he is a striker. Liverpool have scored, apparently. Who scored? Let me know, people. I'm sure it's probably Salah or Mane. But 1-0 to Liverpool against... who are they playing again? Porto. Melbourne said, Curtis, don't you think Arsenal need a top-class scoring winger? Pepe or Saka? Let's get Coman or Neto. I mean, the problem with those two, Kingsley Coman, I think clubs have tried to sign him before. He seems very happy at Bayern Munich. And I believe Neto's still injured or only just come back from injury. So, yeah, there'll be difficult players to get. Thiago with a screamer, apparently. Thiago's a baller, man. Proper baller. Here come PSG on the counter-attack. Hakimi, it's a poor cross. Neymar was in the penalty area. That's a terrible cross. Underhit it and put it behind him as well. It's Sterling, skips past 2. And then he's fouled. Referee says play on. Can City do something here? Bernardo Silva, left-hand side. Finds Gundogan about 30 yards out. See nobody in the penalty area. No striker. Thiago hitting half volleys. Yeah, wow. Baller. Absolute baller. Jesus. Oh, Snake Eye said who scored? Mbappe for PSG. Hakimi not impressing me. I've said many times, Hakimi defensively is not all that, you know. He's more of a wing-back. He is more of a wing-back than a right-back. 60 mil for Saka. Would Curtis sell and strengthen? 60 million for Bakayo. If you lined up a sufficient replacement, I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted to take it. You give me like I don't know, who we thinking here? You give me a Rafinha or Saint Maximum or Anthony from Ajax or you know, somebody along that lines, I'd consider it. I would consider it. I like Saka, don't get me wrong, but 60 mil. We'll stick by him. He'll get there. But he needs to add goals to his game. He needs to add more goals. He's been poor this season. Big C at this point. Messi is the GOAT. His talent tops Ronaldo. Here they come again. Mbappe. Oh, pulled it back. Herrera was in the box. Didn't find him. Sterling loses out there. And then Sterling's having a shocker. They need to get him off. It's not happening. It really isn't. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. 60 mil in the modern game is probably too little. You know, now I wouldn't take 60. We took 50 for Ben White. I couldn't take 60 for Saka. You got to give me 80. You give me 80, I'll consider it. I can't lie, though. Melbourne said, Curtis, I know you rate Trent, but besides his right foot, you think he's that good. But listen, man, that's like me saying, you know, apart from Messi's left foot, you know, the right foot is what makes all the difference. Benzi got the goal. You know, they tried to lock him up this morning. He scores in the evening. Craig said, Curtis, Saka, Aubameyang need to be dropped against Newcastle. I would definitely drop Saka. I mean, maybe you could drop Aubameyang as well. You could play Martinelli up front and play Pepe out wide. Georgie said, I'll give you Jose Perez. Now you can keep him, man. I don't want him. Mbappe Messi is the GOAT, does more of everything with and without the ball. He's incredible, man. He's amazing. Trent is world class. I think he's unreal. Alex, I'm going to watch that film tonight, the Wenger movie. I was supposed to watch it last night, but tonight it's on. Balogun deserves a start, said Puds. Cooper, Sainsbury, Benzi or Lewandowski? Do you know what is, yeah? Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. He is. No, there's just no doubt. He's the best. I'm just a massive Benzema fan. I love the way he plays football. Lewandowski's better, but Benzema is my favourite. He's probably one of my favourite strikers in the world. You know, I just love the way he plays. He's so intelligent. Why do you love Aubameyang? I mean, listen, I don't love him as much, but he's done a lot for us, people, man. He has. I know he's not doing it now, but he's done a lot. Oh, man, Neymar and Messi going mad. Messi, tried to bend it there and got blocked. Probably should have moved it quicker. Listen, no matter what we think, I look at it like this, people. We've still got players like Granit Xhaka who have failed time after time after time. And we're still stuck with players like that. At least Aubameyang has produced at times for Arsenal, you know, golden boots and things like that. But yeah, listen, he's not the same player at the moment. Smooth said, you think Lewandowski has the Prem in him? They clattered Mahrez there. There's a player down injured. PSG players are going wild. Herrera was down on the floor. Man City refused to kick the ball out. All the PSG players stopped and said, listen, kick the ball out. He's injured. They refused to. And Mahrez gets clattered by Neymar and by someone else as well, actually. And Herrera's down holding his hamstring. Chunky Mug said, sorry I had to join late, Big C, busy day at work. No worries, bro, no worries. Appreciate you tuning in. Benzi going in prison. Nah, he's good, man. He got a suspended sentence and a fine, didn't he? And then he just plays for Real Madrid tonight and scores. Looks like Herrera's off, hamstring injury. I think Danilo Pereira is coming on. Young Benz was the closest thing to R9. Benzema or Lewandowski, damn, what a question. It's a tough one because, listen, most people would pick Lewandowski. You know, he's the ultimate goal-scoring striker. I'm just a massive fan of Benzema, man. What a player. Kimpembe is having a great game. I'm telling you. Start of the game, I was like, yeah, Kimpembe, don't really rate him. He's having a great game. Yeah, Sterling, we should sign him. He's been terrible. And what else was I saying? Although Mbappe, yeah, I was bigging up Mbappe. He has scored. He has scored the goal. Don Mann said Aubameyang past his prime, had credit in the bank, but time to move on. We need 2 new strikers ASAP. Like I said, people, Aubameyang is not going nowhere. Because who is going to pay him those wages? Nobody. No one's going to pay him them wages. 300 grand a week plus. How long is it? Look, he signed a 3-year deal in 2021. 2021? Surely not. It was last year, wasn't it? 2020, wasn't it? Definitely didn't sign that contract this summer. Last summer, yeah, last summer. Signed a 3-year contract, yeah, 2023. He's got a year left in the summer. He'll be at the club until that contract finishes. He won't leave. He'll be Granit Xhaka Part 2. Nice to tune in for a neutral stream. They're just chilled, innit? I love the neutral streams, I can't lie. Just relaxed settings, you know. Champions League, chilled vibe, interaction. The Arsenal ones are just stressful. Nice to tune in. Yeah, man. Kev said the Magpies can triple Aubameyang's wages. I mean, listen, would they want him? I'm sure they would want him, but I don't know. Would Aubameyang want to live in Newcastle? Here's Mahrez. Every time he gets the ball now, PSG double up on him. They forced him all the way back. Number 1 signing we need is Ten Hag. I would tear up if we got him. He would be great. He would be great. I would love Ten Hag at Arsenal. It'd be a great signing. Ball whipped in. City look a little bit short of ideas this second half. Craig said, Curtis, who is the best front three in world football? Mine would be R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. I think as an individual front three, that's the best we've ever seen. I think the collective best front three in terms of how well they linked up and played together was that MSM one under Luis Enrique at Barca. What a ball over the top. There's a chance. Surely Sterling! 1-1. Goal scorer number 7, Raheem Sterling. Where you at, people? Where you at? I told what that. Listen to me, people. Listen to me. What I say at the start of the game? Arsenal by Sterling. What I say? Mbappe better than Haaland. All right, I might not be totally wrong. Sterling's had a poor game, and Mbappe hasn't done that great, but he's got his goal. He tried his best to miss, I can't lie. He taps it in at the back post with his left foot. Sterling to Arsenal, man, I'm telling you. Where they at, man? That's a great bit of play there. Lovely ball over the top. Kyle Walker sets it across goal. Hits Gabriel Jesus. Sterling stretches out. Wow, he tried his best to miss. Touches the inside of the post. But he gets the goal, people. If you don't watch the game and you're checking the score, all you're going to see is, Man City 1-1, Sterling scored. Do you know what I'm saying? Where are you at, Sterling haters? He scores goals in important games, man. 1-1, game on, people. 27 minutes to go. 50 million, sign him up, man. He's got goals in him. Mbappe and Sterling with the goals. Will that bring Sterling to life now? Strive said big facts. R9, Dino and Rivaldo. Somebody just said there, Eto'o, Ronaldinho and Messi. That was a very good front three as well. They did link up very well. Where is it? Don Man said, it's gone off screen. Don Man said that Eto'o, Ronaldinho won and Messi. So Mendes goes down there injured. He's holding his knee. I don't know what happened to him there. Touches the ball. Oh, it looks like his knee goes inwards a little bit. Is it a bad one? I'm not sure. BBC, yeah, what was that? Bale, Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo. That was a quality one as well. They didn't link up too well. I feel like, how often did you see Ronaldo and Bale linking up, man? It was just basically get the ball to Ronaldo and hopefully he scores. Liverpool lead 2-0 apparently. Let me know who scored, people. Yo, Curtis, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Exactly, that was my comment today, people. Rick Brown, question for you, Curtis. Better team over the last 7 years, City or Liverpool? Just been having this debate with a friend. City have dominated more in that 7 years, let's be honest. I bet if we did a trophy count over the last 7 years, Manchester City have been more dominant than Liverpool, let's be honest. Thing is, Liverpool have won the Champions League, so does that overwrite the dominance of Manchester City? I would say City have been the more dominant. So, yeah, better team over the last 7 years, Man City. Man City got 100 points and, I got to go Man City. But, yeah, if we're talking about dominance over a long period. But they need that Champions League for me. Snake Eye says City for me. City are clear. Said false manager. Minamino apparently scored for Liverpool. Curtis, do you still have the famous clock? It's there, man. It's there. Maybe we'll do a tour of the office one day. Show you, man. The clock's there, people. City have a better squad. Yeah, definitely. They've spent a fortune. City, can they win it now? Ball to the back post. Oh, cleared away by Mendes. Well, we got 24 minutes to go, people. It's going. It's ready to go. Corner to Manchester City, people. Much harder to win the Premier League than the Champions League. Yeah, Mourinho famously said that as well. He said, get through your group, get a couple of good draws. You may only have to beat two or three good teams to win the tournament. Di Maria's coming on. Idrissa Gana Gueye comes off. Curtis, your opinion on Nkunku? Should Arsenal be looking at him? I mean, we tried to sign him. When Unai Emery was the manager and people weren't sure of him. He's really stepped up his game at Leipzig, He's very highly rated now. Omar said always rated Sterling. Man said PCG. Nah, John's mocking it, man. Podolski, Shamak and Gervinho. Oh, my days. The pain, man, the pain. Do you know what? When we signed Podolski, I actually thought we were signing a top player. And his left foot was like an absolute hammer. And, it didn't quite happen for him. M. Barron is off to have a good night, so enjoy yourself. We'll see you tomorrow on the stream. Zidane always wanted a Liga over Champions League. Short corner taken by City is Mahrez. Lays it off. They've had to go all the way back, man, overplaying. Sometimes you just got to whip the corner in. Ball whipped in, headed away, comes out. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, and it's shot high and wide by Rodri on his left foot. Horrible shot. Nkunku, man, has like an inform. Every week he's got an inform on FIFA. Nkunku is the best player in the Bundesliga based on form. I'm sure Robert Lewandowski would have something to say about that. But I hear what you're saying. Seems to get inform cards every week. John Layer, is that Danielson, bro? Hey, these people don't know. John is the famous Danielson fan. How's Messi been playing? He's been quiet. He did set the goal up, though. His cross was deflected. Came to Mbappe and he scored, so he'll get an assist. But he hasn't done that much. He hasn't had the ball much. Neymar has been very quiet out of the front three. Curtis, did you rate Haleb or Antonio Reyes more? Rest in peace to Reyes. Reyes or Haleb? Haleb was good, man. I feel like Haleb did more at Arsenal than Reyes. I always thought Reyes had a lot of potential, man. That game when Gary Neville kicked him all over Old Trafford, I felt that damaged him a little bit at Arsenal. He must have thought, this is too physical, I'm getting fouled and not even getting a free kick. So, listen, Reyes was a quality player, but I feel like Haleb was very silky. It's Sterling, gets tackled by Marquinhos there. Ooh, risky play. They get away with it, and they've lost it there. Neymar, heavy touch. Neymar's been quiet, man. Too many cam SBCs on FIFA at the moment. FIFA stress, man. Big up Francesco, hope you're well. Sup, Curtis, get the likes up, people. Yeah, man, no pressure. We don't even set targets on these games here. It's just, I hope you hit the like, people. That's it. That's all we say, Reyes goal v Middlesbrough. Oh, man, what a fit. His left foot was sweet, man. We paid a lot of money for him. I think it was like 20 million at the time. Here's Jesus. He looks offside. Oh, what a save that is. What a sharp turn from Gabriel Jesus. Turned onto his left foot. He looked offside to me there. Bernardo, no, he's on. His sharp turn on Kimpembe. What a strike left foot. And Navas tips it over. I mean, Donnarumma's on the bench, which is interesting, as I thought Donnarumma was their number one goalkeeper. He was actually given offside there, people. Diaby, man, what could have been? Even Rosicky. Yeah, we've had loads of players like that, haven't we? Where, you're like, oh, man. Reyes goal against Chelsea. Oh, what a banger that was. Top bins. Iwobi, Sanogo, Lucas Perez. There were some tough days at the office, man. Do you know what I mean? Navas was done dirty when they signed Donnarumma. I think Donnarumma is better than him, though. But, yeah, he would have probably been thinking, you know what, there's no reason for you to upgrade. I think it's simply because Donnarumma was a free agent. Sterling does exactly what other teams doesn't want him to do. Proper danger, man. Makes them runs at fullbacks, and he's always got a goal in him. Always got a goal in him. Can we get a winner? 19 minutes to go, people. Here's Mbappe. Out wide to Angel Di Maria. Davor Suke, he was a proper player. Didn't do great at Arsenal, but yeah, he was a top player. You are so right, Arguna. He's our DM. We never replaced after Edgar Davids. I didn't even see who he was referring to there. Who's he saying, doesn't get a mention. Yeah, I didn't see it. Dortmund in the Europa League. Is that right? Are they out? I mean, I'm just looking at here. I mean, you've got Porto or AC Milan will be going in. Yeah, Dortmund will be out on goal difference. Sporting will go through with Ajax. Dortmund in the Europa League. Haaland. See how you cut. Listen, let me not do it. You know what I'm going to say already. Haaland's in the Europa League, mate. Mbappe, Champions League, last 16. Salah has scored, apparently. Is it 2-0? I thought it was already 2-0. Did the goal get disallowed, the last one? Oh, it's 2-0 now. Salah scored. Thiago and Salah. Yeah, Liverpool have absolutely... It's funny, when Liverpool got drawn in that group, I was like, that's a tough group, man. Atletico, Porto and AC Milan, they've won 5 games out of 5. They're on 15 points, plus 10 goal difference. Interesting that Atletico and Porto are each on 5 points going into that last game. The only thing is, Porto play Atletico Madrid. If Porto beat Atletico Madrid, then Atletico will go into the Europa League as well. Best goal you've seen at the Emirates? Unfortunately, one of the best goals I've seen at the Emirates was the Cristiano Ronaldo free kick in the Champions League against Arsenal. I will say... Let me think. What would I go as the best goal? Neymar's in! Neymar misses! What a chance! Goes on a mazy run. Finally, we've seen the quality of him, and he side foots it wide. I thought he was going to chip the keeper. Messi's got about 3 players on him. Little 1-2 of Mbappe. Neymar, pass 1, pass 2. Oh, my days. Got to score. Near post it in. No chance. Best goal at the Emirates. I remember Alexis Sanchez against Manchester City. Jack Wilshere chips it over the top. Sanchez side foot volley. I think it was his first season. Past Joe Hart. I love that goal. Jack Wilshere one, of course. I'm talking about goals where I was actually at the Emirates. Oh yeah, if we're talking about goal, it's got to be Jack Wilshere's. Jack Wilshere's or Giroud's scorpion kick. I wasn't at either one of those games. My bad. I thought you said the best goal that you've been at the Emirates. Yeah, it's got to be Jack Wilshere for the team move or Giroud. Definitely one of those two. Ozil team goal against Leicester. That was banging as well. Oh, City nearly got it there. It's claimed by Navas. Giroud v Palace. Yeah, I was up. That was mad. The Scorpion was wild. Amsterdam, Thailand. Curtis, can you thank Ajax for Bergkamp, Kanu and Overmars? Hey, man. I'm telling you, that's why I got the Ajax shirt, man. I've got respect for Ajax. Neymar, Messi, Angel Di Maria. That is absolutely shocking. He's hitting it like Thomas Partey as well now. Pigeons are being hit in Manchester. Curtis, if Messi wins the World Cup, would he be compared to Maradona? I mean, I think they already compare him to Maradona. I just think... Spoke to a few people, who are from Argentina and stuff like that, and they say that Messi has not had the impact in Argentina that Maradona had. But I think at club level, people would put Messi above Maradona. So it's difficult, it's difficult. Maradona's carried an average Argentina team to a World Cup and won it. The impact that has on a nation is priceless. So I think, I think in Argentina, Maradona will always be revered as number one. Mahrez whips it in back post. There's a chance. Bernardo Silva. Oh, Gabriel Jesus. Manchester City take the lead. Gabriel Jesus. 2-1 to Manchester City. What a move. That is outstanding. That is an unbelievable move. Crossed into the back post. Bernardo Silva, little knockdown to Jesus. Brilliant finish. Brilliant finish. What have we said? Manchester City need a striker. You've got a Brazilian international on the bench. That is an outstanding goal. Is everyone onside in this move as they do the VAR check? Mahrez, yeah, he's onside there. Bernardo Silva pulls it back. Look at Jesus' movement. Great finish. Side foot volley into the ground. Past Navas and Marquinhos. Great positioning. He doesn't even hit it that clean. And it is 2-1, people. I actually predicted 2-1 to PSG, so my prediction is out the window. Big C trying to be quiet because everybody's sleeping. I'm telling you, man. Crew's asleep, man. I'm having to celebrate. Whisper along settings. But 2-1. What a game now. See, I told you we get a good second half. You know what I'm saying? 750 of you in the chat. Big up to every one of you for your brilliant support. Make sure you hit the like button, of course, and subscribe. Your support is always appreciated. And it's been a good second half. The first half was an absolute snore fest. The second half has been much, much better. Curtis, what player would you love to see live that you never watched? Mine would be Pele or Hullet. Mine would be probably Maradona or Pele, if we're looking at the old school. Nah. Take it back, in fact. I would have to say Ronaldinho. I saw Ronaldinho play a game for Brazil, but he wasn't at his best them times there. I'll go Ronaldinho or Maradona. His Neymar in the penalty area. Oh, he slipped over. It's not happening for him, and he's down injured. Or is he just sulking? I'm sure he'll get up quick. No. He doesn't know whether to get up or pretend he's injured. It's almost embarrassment. I told you, man, Neymar's ego is out of control. It's out of control, people. Worst thing Neymar ever did was going to PSG. He ruined what they had going on at Barca. Should have never gone to PSG. Not the same player. It's been a great game, second half. Craig said, Curtis, I said 2-2 for this game. Yeah, man. PSG looked very flat. R9 all day to watch live. King said overrated team. Listen, I think teams in the Champions League, your Liverpools, your Chelseas, your Bayern Munichs, I wouldn't be fearful of of PSG. Don't get me wrong, they got individual brilliance that could take a game away from you. But over 2 legs, I think they'll get found out against those teams. They're not a collective unit at all. The chemistry is lacking severely. Messi gets clattered there by, is that Cancelo? And that's a yellow card. Messi, I mean, even Messi's been quiet. Messi's been quiet. PSG need Genie. Genie Wijnaldum just sitting on the bench. It was a... Oh, that's embarrassing, Messi. He's hardly touched you, man. You're jumping around. Genie has left, starting for Liverpool to just sit on the bench at PSG. While the stadium is full, they're probably here to see Messi. Of course, man. The Etihad is not that. John Laird said, big up Curtis. Imagine if Neymar was English and had that ego, he'd be a pub team manager. I just think when he left Barca, his attitude, his mindset changed. He's not the same player for me. He was on to... I think he would have won a Ballon d'Or in that Barcelona team. Do you think Poch will stay? I think he'll go to United all day long. Enough is enough. Poch out. Poch will go United, man. He's not happy there, I'm telling you. He is not happy there. Should Poch join Man United? Listen, I think Poch likes a project. I think he enjoyed that Spurs. He, even started at Southampton. I don't think he probably can't control these egos. I think he wants to go United. He'll get a free 4-year deal. I think that suits Poch a lot more. Messi don't look like he wants to be at PSG. You can clearly see that move from Barca has affected him. He does not want to be there. He does not want to be there at all, mate. Mbappe can't wait to leave. And Messi does not want to be there. They've been bopped. They've had a couple good moments. They got the goal, but they've been absolutely bopped. I'm just trying to look at the stats because Man City have dominated possession. Well, I thought they had only 56%, but it seems like more. Curtis equals clinical. Would you take Poch at Arsenal, bro? I'd take a lot of managers over Arteta. I'm going to be honest. Messi only went to PSG. He didn't really have a choice. That was it. Barca left. Barca put the clothes outside the house, man, and changed the locks. Said, listen, man, you're out. You're being kicked out. What choice have you got? You know what I mean? You got to go and get a house elsewhere, and that's what he's done. He moved to Paris. He don't want to be there. They put all their money in their front three. Listen, they could still win the Champions League, so let me not just write them off completely, but they just have no chemistry. It's weird. It's a strange team. Like you said, Genie Wijnaldum, they give him massive wages. He's sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. This guy's won the Champions League and the Premier League the last couple of years. But yeah, interesting. Closing a bin bag settings, man. Keys taken away. Locks changed. What happened to 2-1 PSG? Hey, we can't get them all right, Omar. We can't get them all right. PSG ain't winning the Champions League. Big up, George. You said, Curtis, great stream while out on my evening dog walk. Big up to you on the walk. What past or present player? I think I'm similar. I'm Benzema, I'm telling you, Benzi. Big Benz. Grealish cost Messi the move. Could be true. Could be true. They'd spent 100 mil. Messi becomes available. Massive wages. Probably couldn't do it. Grealish, for me, was not needed at Man City. I can't lie. Jamal said, I don't think you can judge Poch for his time at PSG. That front three is so unbalanced. There's Gabriel Jesus. Could be in. Oh, they double up on him. They should have got the shot off earlier. Does win a corner, though. What? How is that a goal kick? That looked like a corner, man. Anton said, please tweet that PSG will fail in the Champions League so I can put my mortgage on them. Oh, man. How is he given a goal kick for that? Kimpembe kicked the ball out. Curtis Shaw Zima, I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Nah, no blackmailing. We ain't blackmailing no one. Kugler Pete said, Zidane is the right man for PSG. There were a lot of egos in Madrid, and he knew how to handle them. Because let's face it, Zidane can turn around to these men and say, "Yo, I've probably done more than you've done." Do you know what I'm saying? I've won the World Cup, scored in the World Cup final. I won the Champions League and scored in the Champions League final. What can you tell me? So I think Zidane would be ideal for PSG. A bunch of superstars. They need a superstar manager. They need Zidane, I'm telling you. Cooper Sainsbury said, "Gotta say, these neutral streams are so much more chill than stressful Arsenal stream." A lot of people asked me at the start, "Why are you doing streams that aren't Arsenal?" I said, "Listen, I like to enjoy football. And, look how chilled this is. I'm chilling, drinking my water, heating's on, having a chat with the community, watching the game. I'm relaxed. I can enjoy both teams scoring. It's nice. When it's Arsenal, it's stressful, man. I'm telling you. So, this is why we do these games. And I enjoy these games. I got to be honest. I really enjoy them. Oh, man, look at that, man. Man's having heavy touches and everything. I'm telling you now, I don't even know if that PSG front three like each other. Genuinely, I'm not sure if they like each other. PSG front three, no chemistry. Mbappe can't wait to leave. And Messi wishes he was at Barca. What are we saying? How good is Rodri? Very good. In a possession-based team, is vital. He won't get ratings in English football because, we're stat merchants in England, unfortunately. He probably scores 1 a season and gets about 2 assists. So on paper, he looks garbage. When you're a possession-based team, you need a Rodri, you need a Jorginho, you need a Sergio Busquets. Them guys are vital. They keep it ticking. But in England, them man aren't rated because they're not, they don't score 10 goals a season. But he's a baller. Yo, Curtis, you've been on Twitter for a year. Yeah, man, I'm Twitter gang, man, let me tell you. Rodri or Xhaka? Rodri, way better. Reads the game, moves the ball quick. Messi and Mbappe being held hostage and Neymar just picking up his check. I'm telling you. I agree. They don't want to be there. The only one that wants to be there, like you said, is Neymar. He just wants the dough. $500,000 a week. He's chilling. Jorginho is so underrated. Yeah, he's a baller. Baller in it. Like I said, possession-based team. Milan. What? Milan winning 1-0. I like Milan, Historic football team. They're beating Atletico Madrid away from home. 87th minute goal. I mean, that puts Atletico third in the group, heading for the Europa League. They could even finish bottom of the group if they don't beat Porto in the final game. Crazy. AC Milan. They were always my favourite team in Italy growing up. Rodri is what some Arsenal fans think Xhaka is. I mean, don't get me wrong, Rodri wouldn't look as good in a team that doesn't keep possession. But in a team that does, he looks great. And big up Peter Nolan. He said, "Curtis, my brother Morris is by far the best player on the field. You got to give it to Lee Gunner for sticking by him." Sticking him. Why? Is he bigging him up? He's a great player, man, Morris. There's no doubt in it. No doubt in it. He's probably underrated. Doesn't get the props he deserves. But I think the fact that he's rotated so much at Manchester City, he probably doesn't get the props. Callum said, "Yo, Big C, just joining what we're saying, Sterling to Arsenal." Yeah, listen, man, I told people, he didn't have the best of games. We got the equaliser and, changed the game changer, man. He changed the game. They don't get that goal, they probably lose. Equaliser, you know what I'm saying? And have they taken him off, actually? I don't even know if he's still on the pitch, but yeah, man. Ramos just warming up. Nah, Sterling's still there, actually. Red Link's all over that PSG team, I'm telling you, man. They got no chemistry in that team at all. Mbappe's going to get out. First chance that Mbappe gets in the summer, he's going straight to Real. And Messi just wants to go home. Simeone, man, too much talent and playing ish ball. I can never understand why João Felix went to Atletico. Obviously, they paid 100 million for him. He must have got huge wages. He's always going to make the move. But the football that they play at times is dreadful. João Felix, for me, would suit this Manchester City team as a false nine. Very good player. Curtis, which is your favourite Arsenal team and why? It's got to be Invincibles, hasn't it? We don't have to give a reason. You know what I mean? It's got to be Invincibles, man. The name tells us why, people. You know what I mean? Just no one could deal with us. We should have won the Champions League, though. Should have won the Champions League. Rashan said, bro, I'm in foot champs. Come on, chat. Big me up. Listen, I know that pain, man, so I respect it. Some people won't big up too much, but I respect it. Omar said, Curtis, do you think Messi at 36 will be doing what Ronaldo is doing? No chance. Not a chance. Not if he's at PSG as well. He'll go. He'll go to America or something. He won't. He's not on it. French league is horrible as well. So physical. Some of the teams are awful in that league. 2 years he'll be out of there. Real Madrid project gets better every day. Mbappe definitely leaving. Listen, Benzema has held that together while your Ronaldos and their man disappeared. Vinicius seems to be turning into a bit of a star over there. You chuck an Mbappe into that team and you start turning up with Mbappe, Benzema and Vinicius Jr., I think the rebuild is on at Real Madrid, man. I'm telling you. I think it's on. The Invincibles all day. Come on, it has to be. The fact that rival fans waited for Hazard to leave the Prem before you lot started slandering him after the... Do you know what it is, though? He failed. I'm shocked how much he failed at Real Madrid. I actually thought he was going to be a big success over there. And obviously, come on, Arsenal fans, we were always having Hazard, Alexis Sanchez arguments. So that's the way it goes, man. Foot champs and Arsenal every weekend. Yo, that's a painful weekend, man. I'm telling you, that's a lot of stress. Pep Teta said, big up, Big C. Is Curtis your real name? Maybe your real name is Arteta. None of that, bro. None of that. Isn't this a clear example of how Ronaldo is better than Messi? His adaptability is incredible. It's a debate. I actually think I'm going to do a show. We're going to settle it. Ronaldo v Messi. Pros and cons of both. What makes one better than the other? We'll get the vote. You know. There's differences in both of them. Ronaldo does have that adaptability that Messi probably doesn't. But Messi, you know, it's hard, isn't it? Because both of them are past their best. Oh, here's Neymar. He's been fouled about 3 times. Oh, my days. They grabbed him about 4 times there. Gabriel Jesus, his international teammate as well. Neymar took it. I think if somebody else did that to him, he would have been rolling around the floor. But because he knows he's going to see him on international duty, he's not on it. Temp said Messi over Ronaldo. Ball over the top. Edison takes it. 20 seconds to go, people. Hussein said, on that debate, I'm coming for people. Well, we're going to do that, people. It will be a never-ending debate, but I'm going to do it. We're going to do a Messi-Ronaldo debate. Let's end it. I want the votes. I want everyone to tell me who's better. 10 seconds to go. As soon as Edison kicks this, it should be over. And there is the full-time whistle, people. Manchester City 2, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Is that going to be Poch's last game as PSG manager, as Manchester United try and make him their manager? PSG took the lead through Kylian Mbappe, Raheem Sterling with the equaliser, and Gabriel Jesus with the winning goal for Manchester City. A few of you did call 2-1 in the comments. Man City football is incredible. If they buy a top striker, it's crazy. Pleasure to watch it. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Thank you very much. VJ with the super chat. Poch is doing a job I thought was not possible in football. Make Messi look average. Listen, man, when let me tell you something. When you have a player with little or no motivation. Doesn't matter how good you are, people. Messi is not motivated. He doesn't even suit their kit. He just doesn't look right. Look at his face. He looks like, why am I doing it? You know, he'd have been better off going to Man City and just getting bit of love from Pep. The Premier League crowds would have adored him. You know, he's not motivated. He doesn't look happy, man. Look at him. They're zooming in on him. He doesn't want to be there. Neymar don't care. Neymar's picking up 500,000 every week. Mbappe's first flight to Madrid, he's out of there, people. Messi does not want to be there. Doesn't matter how good you are. When you don't want to be somewhere, man, you're never going to get the best out of yourself. Listen, big up to every single one of you for tuning in. 750 of you in the chat. If you didn't hit that like on the way in, smash it on the way out. Really appreciate the support. Subscribe to the channel. 2 p.m. tomorrow, we'll be back with Arsenal content. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bless.